Men. What makes them beautiful? Well, BuzzFeed wanted to get to the bottom of it, so they put out a big survey, and they asked people around the world, what is their definition of male beauty? We have a list of countries from the USA to the Philippines. We're going to talk about what makes each country's idea of beauty what it is. We're going to go through them individually, but first, thoughts, 5 words or less.
You've got mail.
Nice.
Best story ever.
Ugh, so much man meat. We'll discuss. So, God, first of all, thoughts, top level on this. You went through all the countries. What did you think?
It just reinforced my insane lust for Latino men. And lumbersexuals, I'm into them.
Did you feel like you were pressured to fall into one category of male beauty?
I feel like I'm a lumbersexual now, and I finally found meaning in my life.
Do you,
boo?
Let's go through it. We'll start close to home, the United States. According to this, white celebrities from America were the most cited out of any country. So when people around the world were asked who's beautiful, they said they were likely to list people like Chris Evans, Channing Tatum, Chris Pratt. There's male pressure to be more muscular with a broad upper body. V-shaped is a big term. Also, disproportionately white actors, according to, they cite things like People's Sexiest Man Alive, only one non-white dude, Denzel Washington in 1996. I'm not muscular, nor is my upper body broad. The lower part of my upper body is getting broader the more I drink. So yeah, V-shaped. You like V-shaped? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's the best.
I like this story.
Let's move on. Look at your hair flip. All right, speaking of Latino men, Mexico. Now, the ideas behind this are machismo, which is, being in control, strong. But there's also this idea of caballerismo, which means a gentlemanly family man.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing. Out of all the countries that they asked about, according to a study, Mexican men were the second most vain in the world.
That's fascinating because just based on, this is anecdotal evidence, and of course in the United States, I'm sure the mentality is a little different. I don't come across a lot of vain Mexicans.
Really?
Yeah, my current boyfriend is Cuban, and he's vain as hell, and I like it.
You like that?
I do. I take care of yourself, homie. I'm into that. I take care of myself.
Want to see me comb my hair really fast?
Are you a macho guy?
Do I look like a macho guy?
Me neither.
We're kind of similar in the sense.
I started out looking like you, and then I started eating and drinking a lot of food.
You guys are too self-deprecating. You can get it. You can get it.
Oh, I can get it. I just have to lie to women. Let's go to Brazil, shall we?
Okay.
Brazil, this is one of the most diverse, demographics in the world. 43.1% of the country identifies itself as mixed race. Now, when they say their definition of beauty, it comes down to Germanic features combined with a tan. So there's a certain kind of mixed race that is looked upon more favorably. Cosmetic surgery for men in Brazil is becoming more normalized. And the Facebook replies focus on men's bodies being muscular. Well, we're going to go through a couple of these really fast. South Africa whites are a tiny minority, only 8.9% of the population, but on GQ and all those other Men's Health South Africa, 70% of the cover models were white. They say the ideal was markedly slimmer for black South Africans than they were for Caucasians. And then for both sexes, skin lightening cream. Skin lightening cream is a big thing in the Asian countries too. K-pop stars mix hard muscular bodies with soft features.
They're actually open to makeup, like guy liner and the whole thing, which I'm not into it, but I don't, disparage them or anything like that. I think, if that's what they find attractive and if that's how they express themselves, I'm totally cool with it. The skin lightening stuff makes me uncomfortable. Because
Why is that?
Because it's dangerous. It's not good for you. You shouldn't try to change your skin color. It could lead to some serious health consequences. But at the same time, when you talk about the ethical reasons, is it any less or any more ethical than getting any other type of cosmetic surgery? I don't think so. I'm just worried about what it does to someone's health. And also, I'm worried about the social ramifications, right? So when are we finally going to accept the fact that dark skin color is beautiful, right? Like, why is it that we always assume, and by the way, in America, it's different. If you're pasty in America, you're considered weird and gross.
Yeah.
You got to get a tan, right? And then in other countries, if you have beautiful tan skin or if you have dark skin, there's this pressure to bleach it.
But then there's tanning, which is the same thing.
Yeah.
We do skin darkening.
I don't see a white boy. I see a damn fool.
We do skin darkening.
Is that bad? We spray chemicals on our bodies to darken our skin.
It is bad. When I was in high school, I used to go to tanning salons a few days a week, and it destroyed my skin. I didn't get skin cancer, thankfully, but I have brown spots all over the place because it's horrible for your skin.
I want to talk about plastic surgery for guys. You mentioned it earlier. Plastic surgery in South Korea, it says, they do bigger eyes, double eyelids, more pronounced noses with a high bridge. But also Australia has a larger proportion of people getting plastic surgery. According to this, it says nose jobs, eye lifts, penile enlargements,
Oh my gosh.
ear corrections, facelifts, and liposuction. And apparently it's working because Australian men in 2013 lead the list of the sexiest men in the world.
Yeah.
So would you ever do plastic surgery as a dude?
On one hand, I'm like happy with, you know, what I look like and who I am. On the other hand, I guess you're always trying to better yourself, right? So I think like, you know, I can understand why people would get, you know, certain things, you know.
Yes.
The average guy be uglier than the average girl and get away with it.
Yes.
100%.
Like a million percent.
Is that because women are better people than men?
Yes. No, that's not true.
Wait, but like-
women, look, it's all about what people find attractive or what different genders are more drawn to. So women, in my opinion, consider a lot of different factors when they want to date a guy. And men are very visual creatures. Not all of them. This is a bit of a blanket statement, but men get a lot of pleasure and enjoyment out of dating someone who is physically appealing to them. That's probably a higher priority for men as opposed to women. So, and by the way, it extends beyond relationships. I mean, think about the job market. Let's just focus on what I have expertise in, journalism and media, right? How many times have you seen an unattractive woman on air for a television show or for a news report or anything like that? Guys can get away with being unattractive. There are a ton of unattractive guys on television right now. Look at Chris Matthews, right? He's hideous. But it doesn't matter. He's been on the air for a really long time and people like him. So that was kind of mean. I didn't mean to
get
say
it.
that.
No, but you're right. You're absolutely right. I don't think Chris Matthews is like, you know what, I'm a gorgeous man.
Yeah.
I think he probably is just like, yeah, it's pretty awesome that I'm able to do this. And if I had it my way, I would make it a more level playing field. The last thing we'll talk about, beauty ideas right now in the future, or looking toward the future with millennials right now. 40% of millennials in the US are non-white. And a study found that between black, white, and mixed race, millennials considered mixed race to be the most attractive. So looking at this guy, not only that, but found that women found men with feminine features more attractive than those with traditionally masculine features, by and large. They did say, however, that women in urban areas tended to prefer men with masculine features, not just physical, but also personality-based, I assume, while women in rural areas did not, which they said challenges the anthropological theory that attraction towards masculine-looking men is evolutionary.
This is going to be a controversial statement, but oftentimes mixed race children are gorgeous and mixed race people are beautiful. And so I look at the picture of that guy. I don't know who that guy is. I don't even know if he's really mixed race, but he was beautiful. And then I just think about my future kids, and they're probably going to be mixed race, and they're going to be great.
I feel as if we are moving away from muscular men, jocks, that sort of thing. You know, I don't think anymore you have to be like on the high school football team to be like get the girl of your dreams, whatever, which is cool.
One can only hope that the kind of nerdy, kind of beardy guy wins out in the end. What do you guys think? It's such a fascinating topic. I think we could talk about it for a very long time. Give us your thoughts in the comments section below. Subscribe to our channel. Check us out on Instagram at The Real Pop Trigger. And we'll see you next time, you beautiful bastards.